This will actually be my third video of today, the second let's try / revisit. For some reason, I just feel like doing this now. Not sure why. It's by no means I want to rush them and get them out of the way. But for some reason, I just feel like doing this right now. Thunder Heritage Limited number 2, and I'm quickly going to yes, okay. All the cans have this. I just realized now that the cans have a sort of an indent right there, and all the cans have them. Just realized it's to separate these. Gotta confess, I have no idea what the sort of purpose is. I mean, maybe to dispose of just of used pouches. Though it doesn't really leave a lot of room, it would be cramped, I guess. But I mean, I guess, as that is the purpose of that, it's a rather thoughtful one. Anyways, I can tell right now that this is the generic fruit flavored one. Just simply due to the aroma when I pop the, well, I was going to say tin, but these are all plastic. I don't do the presentation of these because I don't really see the point. I'm a pipe person anyways. It has that fruit candy flavor. Not necessarily a hard candy too, like a Starburst. It is, however, rather appealing because I rather like those flavors. Anyways, pop it in correctly this time. And it's right about here now. The flavor is slowly getting there, although it's, again, faint. And now I am getting that burn, which may be the nicotine. Although, I'm not getting that cooling effect. And I'm not sure if that's because it's damaged, old, what have you. These have been around and not necessarily unopened, but cracked for a while. But I got that cooling sensation from the first video, or the first number 1, this one. Not getting it here. And frankly, considering what's the, it's not even a tingle, it's a burn. Oh, excuse me, I'm getting the hiccups now. This is going to be embarrassing if it happens again. But I'm getting a burn, but it's not an, excuse me, I'm going to have to try and get rid of this. gonna have to put this on pause. And I'm back. Okay, that was maybe a minute and a half, 2 minutes tops. And I just pretty much got rid of it by inhaling, pushing the air down in my stomach, and holding it there for as long as possible. Might come up with a few more burps again, but I don't think I'll get the hiccup or burp ups again. During the pause, that initial burning sensation sort of went away. It's still in my lip, or here. As I was trying to say before I put the video on pause, because I have the burn, I don't expect to ever get that curling sensation, and frankly, right now, it's just simply not going to happen. The flavor is mild, but it is present. And again, the like my shoulder before I did this video was almost sore to the point of being raw because I just did my physio exercises, and like right now, like, you know, my mobility sucks. That's this, like, here. That's as far as I can lift it. Straight up's a little better, but I mean, look at this. Can touch my ear. Can only touch my ears like that. But anyways, the raw, sore sensation in my shoulder is gone now. In fact, while it's probably not going to be a healthy choice, these are working a hell of a lot better than the over-the-counter anti-inflammatory pain medication. Say that as it may, take it as you will. I mean, it works. I am going to be, like, when I did this, I kept the pouch in for like at least another half hour, probably longer after I ended the video. It's probably going to be the same for this, so for some reason the flavor isn't as pronounced, so it wasn't as pronounced in the first one. For some reason the flavor is even more or less. It's less now than it was in the last one, which is a shame because I frankly like this one a little better. Excuse me, but I did feel good. I feel another one coming up. Or not. Oh well. The burning's gone. The burning's been gone for it pretty much left shortly after I unpaused the video. But like as far as the nicotine, like I don't get a buzz or anything, although I mean, like I don't really enjoy the buzz, but when I expect it, it's sort of like a, why isn't it there? Is I'm doing something wrong? Like I don't necessarily like it, especially when I'm smoking a pipe and it happens then, but Also, I was a heavy cigarette smoker for years, although I can't say that I was ever addicted. When I ran out of cigarettes, I ran out and just didn't smoke till I got to the next pack, which will sometimes be a few days or a few weeks. So in regards to the rush of nicotine, I'm more probably immune just due to the fact that I was like at least a pack a day, if not more, cigarette smoker for years. So I quit by sheer fluke, and no one even noticed. But in regards to the actual nicotine, I mean, it's gotta be there. I don't feel like I'm not getting any sort of craving for a pipe tobacco or to smoke my pipe when I take this, and I haven't for a while because I've been out of tobacco, and I mean, I can usually order online because even if I get hit by customs, it's significantly cheaper in Canada than going to a tobacconist, which is a shame because I want to support the tobacconists that I like. But it's hard to justify it considering the price. Anyways. Like the nicotine is there. The flavor, not so much. In fact, this might be a bit damning because I've never done this before, but I'm gonna put in a second pouch right now. And now I'm getting that cooling sensation. I pretty much got it right away. So I'm not getting the burn. Yet. Anyways. But that cooling sensation is there if a little subdued. And to be honest, I'm not even sure what that cooling sensation is. Because I'm not detecting any mint, which I would associate with menthol. I know the lime one has mint or some sort of minting thing, and it might be menthol, might be something else. I mean, because I'm not like to me mint is not necessarily medicinal, but it's dental. Excuse me. I don't really partake in anything minty for my own enjoyment. I use it to pretty much freshen my breath when I brush my teeth, use Listerine or what have you. That's it. Mint to me is like dental care, not something I take for my own personal enjoyment. If I'm out and about in public and I want to take something to freshen my breath in regards to breath freshener or usually some sort of sugar-free gum, I'm a type 1 diabetic, so I really don't think sugar and gum is going to affect my blood sugars that much. But if I am going to do something in regards to that, I usually take something cinnamon flavored because I really enjoy cinnamon, which is why I want to try the cinnamon products of Swedish Snus. I don't think it's Nordic Chew, I think it was Swedish Pouched Swedish Snus. I don't know what the difference is. If someone can clarify that for me, or I learn from somebody else, like Suit and Tie Dip and Chew guy, then I will. But anyways. that cooling sensation's gone. There was no burn when I took in that second pouch, but that might be because I'm like my mouth or whatever was immune or got used to that initial burn or nicotine hit of the first pouch, which is why I wasn't feeling it. Rating, that's gonna be tough. Because just due to the fact that I'm not getting I'm not getting nearly as much flavor as I was in the first one. And I was hoping to get it because I just simply due to the aroma and the fact that I want to like it. I'm a little more than a little disappointed, all things considered. But I'm going to push my disappointment aside and rate it 57. Again, above average, but it's due to the sort of lack of flavor, not even due to the fact that I want one in there to be, just due to the fact that it's not there as much as the first one. It's below the first one. So 57. Bear in mind that my rating system, 50 is average for me. 50 is middle of the road, can take it or leave it. Anything below 50, I don't like. Anything above 50, I like, or at the very least, do not mind. So bear in mind that 50 to me is smack dab average. So don't take these like below, higher 50s, lower 60s ratings to be that the product is bad. The product's good. Or at least, in my opinion, above average. It's just, there's nothing outstanding or nothing that makes me go, yeah, I really like this. I like it. I just don't like it that much. Now, as you've probably noticed in these videos, I haven't been spitting, though I do have a mud jug just in case I need it or decide to do something where I need to spit, but like I've been swallowing all this time and not once have I gotten sick or even felt ill effects. So keep that in mind. And again, excuse me, but that did feel good. And that's not even due to the nicotine, that's just due to the fact that when I swallow air. Something to do with the cleft in my mouth. If you are a dipper, which I am not, but if you are a dipper and you need something where you need to be discreet, I mean, I guess these will work fine, but you have to bear in mind that as of yet anyways, I don't dip, and I really don't see myself being a dipper. Especially considering I live in Canada where the only dip you can get, I believe, is Skål in Copenhagen, which I mean are good dip products from what I understand. But like you can't get anything that isn't a original or natural or straight. You can only get unflavored, which is weird. A couple of years ago, Canada passed this law where tobacco can't be flavored due to the fact that, ooh, kids might enjoy it. I knew it was true for cigarettes because you can't get mentholated cigarettes anymore in a convenience store anymore. I think you can get them on Indian reservations. Same with dip. I know you can get flavored dip out of Indian reservation because I've seen Stoker's wintergreen there. But you can get flavored, not necessarily fruit flavor, but vanilla, wine, cigarillos, and you can get flavored pipe tobacco. Like, not just cherry, which, I mean, I don't like cherry pipe tobacco because it just tastes medicated like a cough syrup to me, but you can get aromatics, like vanilla, which I kind of enjoy. So the few times I do get some, the tin aroma never matches the flavor, with a possible exception of Captain Black White, which I will have to retry if I can never find it again. But like you can get vanilla flavored cigarillos, rum and wine cigarillos, grape cigarillos, maple and flavored and the like, pipe tobacco, but you can't get them in cigarettes, which it makes sense, I will say, but for a dip, it doesn't because dip in Canada isn't really a thing here. Like there are people who dip. Dirty Pat Walsh, I know, is the one. And I think he lives in Peterborough, which is the city I used to live in. In fact, it's the city where I wrote my book. And while I was living in Peterborough, I saw one person, and this was way before that unflavored law came into effect. I saw one person buy a tin of Skål, which honestly shocked me. Not so much that there was a person buying a tin of Skål, but that's the store had it because many, many years ago, I don't know if it was all of Canada, probably all of Canada, but Ontario anyways, passed a law where all the tobacco products, cigarettes, have to be behind the counter and hidden because they didn't want children to visually see the cigarettes there. Which was annoying for me because at the time I was a smoker and I like to try different cigarettes and go in, point out, okay, what do you have? And no, you can't do that. But the Skål, the dip is behind there as well. And that was a shock that that store, that particular variety store, had Skål. Anyways, like, if you are a user of those smokeless tobacco products and you're in an area where you're not allowed to spit or spitting will be frowned upon, like a train, a bus, what have you, Like, these she'll do, and these she'll do well. But again, if you're a dipper, why are you on my channel? But then again, I'm not a dipper and I watch dip channels, just more for the history behind them, I guess. I mean, I have a I have a morbid fascination with history. It's why I like guns and old style tobacco, like chew and dip. The history behind them fascinates me. I'm not even sure why. It just sort of does. But anyways, 57 out of 100, above average. I will use it up. And while I haven't tried all of the products recently, or revisited them recently, this is the one that will probably be used last, because it's the one I'll probably use the least, all things considered. Just due to the fact that that flavor is just simply not there for me. And again, watching those old videos where I just pretty much said these all suck. The one that I was looking forward to the least is the ones I'm actually enjoying the most right now, which is the licorice one. I really enjoy the licorice one now that I'm putting it over to the side proper. Shocked. I know, but then again, I'm also enjoying the, not necessarily licorice, but the anisette nasal snuff which I'm having. I've been using that one on a regular basis. In fact, I'm trying to use it less so it will last longer. The dental, or the Scotch snuff which I have, is going to last me forever. The Toke Toast and Marmalade was a mistake. I mean, I wasn't aware that toast in regards to dry snuff was moisture content. I thought it was literal, like, toasted bread. No, it's the lack of moisture. I know that now. Again, you can thank Suit and Tie Dip and Chew guy for that. I mean, I'm by no means affiliated with him. He probably has no idea even who I am. But if you are watching these for the tobacco, he is the guy I will highly suggest you go and watch. This is due to the fact that I find his channel to be very informative in regards to the history of what he's doing, because I am never going to get into chew. But I thoroughly enjoy his chew reviews because he discusses the history behind all the chew products. And by chew, I mean actual chewing tobacco, not Skoal or Copenhagen or dip. I mean actual loose leaf, plug, rope, what have you, chewing tobacco. You guys seem to do the history, which I thoroughly enjoy. Berg's Dips Reviews is another person I enjoy watching. In fact, he's the one who sort of led me to Suit and Tie Dip and Chew guy, but he does it more for the enjoyment of the Skoal or of the dip, or sometimes the dry snuff, the alternative tobacco-free dips, the chew, what have you. He does it more for the enjoyment and the rating system. Suit and Tie goes more into the history, and Suit and Tie, I think, has been around only for 2.5 to 3 years top, whereas Berg's has been around for a longer than I've been. Maybe not doing pipe reviews, but probably even as long, if not longer than that. And Dirty Pat Walsh, well, he's Canadian and he's a I watch these videos more for the entertainment value than actually learning something, though I do learn something from his videos. Anyways. Again, I put in that second pouch and that no burns. Cooling sensation's been gone for a very long time now. I am going to be leaving the pouches in. I'm by no means going to be taking them out. So this video has been going on over half an hour now. Wow. But yeah. Like I said, final rating 57 out of 100. I like it a little, but I don't like it much. Let me put it this way. Even if I were to buy any of these 5 products again, this one I'm just simply not going to ever repurchase. So in this one's defense, I really don't see myself repurchasing any of these. So I am curious to try other ones. I'm even curious to try other Thunder flavored snus. Or Nordic Chew or whatever it's called. I honestly don't know. Anyways, due to the fact that this video has been going way too long, and it's literally the 3rd video I've put up today, I am going to end it here. I feel another burp coming on, but again, that's not even due to the nicotine of the product. That's due to me swallowing air due to the cleft in my mouth. I also have a deviated septum, which might factor into it as well. In fact, the cleft might be due to the deviated septum, or the deviated septum might be due to the cleft. I don't know. But anyways, 57 out of 100. Try it if you're curious. Definitely try it if you're one of the people who enjoy these products a hell of a lot more than I do, and just me. I'm not going to be purchasing this again, though. Now that I'm revisiting these, considering I know how to properly take some, I'm not disappointed that I'm stuck with these now. I will be using them. Yes. This one, there it is. That felt good.